Hey, what's up guys? Rob the Jeweler here. So today in this video, what I want to do is I want to kind of go over some of the basic tools that you're going to need to do this with if you're getting started in jewelry repair. So that's what this video is going to be basically. So some of the basic tools you're going to need are, you're going to need a rubber mallet. Definitely going to need a ring sizer. Gotta have a ring sizer. We're going to need a metal file to file down rings. Now this is going to be a quick video. I'm not going into what each one's used for. This is just some kind of the basic tools that you're going to need. Now you're going to need one of two of these. You're going to need either these crimpers for the rings and these for making small jump rings. Basically what this is it just rounds it out. They're just like pliers. You're going to need a big pair of cutters, like so, for cutting rings, other things. You're also going to need tweezers and just some regular pliers. Need a couple of those. You're going to need your stand, a third arm like this. You're also going to need a propane tank and an oxygen tank. We're going to need a flex shaft, a pedal flex shaft, like so. You don't necessarily have to have a torch starter, but it'd be good to have a torch starter. And obviously, you're gonna need a torch. Can't do anything without that. You're gonna need some solder. You're gonna need some yellow gold solder, and you're gonna need some white gold solder. You're also gonna need flux. I prefer to use Aquaflux, but that's just me. You're going to need a pick for your to grab your solder with and to move pieces around. You're also going to need boric acid and denatured alcohol. Now you can get the denatured alcohol just about any place, Home Depot, Walgreens, stuff like that. You can also get the boric acid if you get Roach Proof, which they have at the dollar store. It's 100% boric acid, so you can do that. You're also going to need a mask so you don't get all that stuff and all that metal. As a matter of fact, that's what I think caused my grandfather to pass away. He had pulmonary fibrosis. It was from all those years of buffing and grinding metal without wearing a mask, unfortunately. Now we're not going into stone setting today. You need a whole different set of tools for that. There's paste solder if you need to have it. It's good to have some rouge at your desk if you need to polish something by the wheel. And also some silver solder if you work on silver. Another thing you're going to want, that you're going to need, is a buffer. We're also going to need a ring stretcher and a rolling mill to roll our gold out. You don't have to have the dogs, but they can help guard your shit. So you might want to get a couple of those too. Just kidding. And this is my stone desk here. This is a different setup, but like I said, there's a lot more different tools for that, so we'll go into that later. But that's basically kind of some of the basic tools that you're really going to need to get started. Definitely need the tanks, the flex shaft, and your 3-prong, your flux, your torch, with your tanks. And some of our other tools here. What are some other basic tools? Let's see. For the most part, if you just get those particular things, I have a lot more down here, but those are things that you don't necessarily have. They're what I would call luxuries. But if you're just getting started, you probably ain't got a whole lot of money to be going buying torches, tanks, you know, the equipment. I mean, it took me years to get a lot of this stuff. I mean, this stuff didn't accumulate overnight. You know, every little bit, you just grab a few pieces and just keep adding to the tool chest. You know, another thing you're going to need too is you're going to need these. You're going to need plenty of these. You want to get a couple of them because you're going to have some that has the rock on it. Then you're going to have some that has, you know, like maybe your cutting disc on it. Your buffing wheel, if you want to buff at the desk. Kind of a pink polishing wheel. So you want to get a couple of these because if you have to change every single wheel to change these out on just one thing, you're going to be doing an awful lot of work for no reason. So you want to get, I'd say probably at least about 10 of these things. At least, at a minimum. And of course, you're going to need your different wheels. Now, these wheels, like this is, you know, this is my buffing. These are cutting disc. These are, yeah, cutting disc, polishing. Now, I can't really say which one because every jeweler is going to be different. You know, some people like to use a rock, some people like to use sandpaper. It just really depends on the jeweler and what you get accustomed to. Like I said, there is no one size fits all with this kind of work. So it's nice to have your little toolbox here. As a matter of fact, when I first started way back, this toolbox right here, I had all this, took it out to flea market, and that's how I got started. You know, and that was 30 years ago. Flea market doing jewelry repair. I've come a long way since then, but you know, there's always still stuff to learn. I never say I'm a pro by any means. You know, so right, that's kind of the basics that you're gonna need to do jewelry repair. Also, if you would like, subscribe, comment, that'd be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the links will be down in the description. But that's just a quick overview of some of the basic tools you're gonna need. Now, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot more that you could, you know, get or have, but I'm just giving you the basics, you know, get started. But that's basically what you're gonna need. This is Rob the Jeweler. I'll see you on the next one, guys.